lot from the crowd, DC, as Nate Diaz gets set to make this walk here tonight. You never know when is going to be the last time we see this guy compete, but there's a lot to like when you see Nate Diaz in the octagon.
Nate Diaz is a savage, a guy that just epitomizes fighter. From the attitude, the walk, the music, everything tells you that when Nate Diaz shows up, you're getting ready to watch a fight. A fantastic striker and a great jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz is just a well-rounded fighter and one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
You've seen the Stockton slap before. I'll set the total.
It's just so disrespectful.
Over under 1.5.
So
think he throws it tonight?
It's just so disrespectful, but it's so Nate Diaz.
All right, we'll see if he invokes the Stockton slap here tonight, but Nate Diaz is back, and hopefully in a big way for his supporters around the world. Nate Diaz enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, so here he is, DC, the one, the only Tony Ferguson, the former UFC interim lightweight champion, and the man who was the first to accrue a double-digit winning streak in the division, 155 pounds, that most people believe is the best and deepest in the UFC.
It has long been the deepest division in the UFC, and Tony Ferguson has maneuvered his way through that and had eventually captured the interim lightweight championship. One of the most diverse strikers that you've ever seen. I mean, the elbow he hit against Josh Thompson to split him open was unbelievable. And couple that with the college wrestling background, and every time you step into the octagon with Ferguson, you know you're going to have your hands full. From him walking to the octagon dancing, to getting in there and being so free-flowing, Tony Ferguson is one of the best fighters on the UFC roster.
He really thrives under the bright lights. He is a finisher of the highest order. His training habits are truly the stuff of legend. Eddie Bravo talks about this guy training for 6 hours straight. Probably ill-advised for most fighters, but El Cucuy can do it.
He can do it.
And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nate Diaz! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson!
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go, round one, Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson. We sat down with Nate on Thursday. He's trying to keep the focus on him and what he can do to get the job done.
Because he understands that at its core, his base skill, boxing, is unmatched in the UFC. He feels like against Tony Ferguson, he is just better in that area of the fight. It feels as though he can implement that game plan in this matchup.
Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz. Nice shot, lands downstairs.
How good is this action about a minute in? I think I'm gassing out just watching this thing.
I'm exhausted trying to call all the strikes that these two men are doing.
Kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got it hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Oh.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Diaz is cut above the eye. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, switch kick. How good was that?
He switches the hips really fast and gets that leg up real quick for the target.
Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He has certainly found his range on the feet.
I mean, when you don't check, you're going to continue to get blasted with kicks. His opponent has not deterred him from keeping on throwing those kicks.
Ferguson gets caught by that straight punch, beautifully landed by the opposition.
He's continuing to go to the head. Good. Oh, that hurt him bad. He's hurt.
Well, he just hasn't been efficient with his strikes here tonight. There's another swing and a miss, and at this point, if he can't preserve some stamina moving forward, this is going to end up being an awfully long night. Oh, and the high kick lands. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon. Oh! Oh, nice right hand. Now we're going. Oh, nice right hand. I mean, geez Louise.
Glancing right hand lands upstairs. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, these guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides. All right, that horn signals the end of round one. Diaz is bleeding from the forehead a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that as the fight continues. Hopefully the cut man can do his work and get it under control so it doesn't bleed down into the fighter's eyes. All right, round two is now upon us. Tony Ferguson versus Nate Diaz. Nice connection there by Nate Diaz. Not a guy you want to let get going here on the 50C.
No, because it's all downhill with Nate, right? It's the activity that...
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Oh, trying to turn out the lights with that roundhouse kick.
Oh, hurt him again.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish it.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
All right, so 43 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz. And connecting on just 35% of his attempts against Tony Ferguson. We'll see if he can finish. Yeah, it was only a matter of time. You see the referee pausing the action here. They're going to call in the doctor to look at this cut. Might be the beginning of the end here.
I mean, blood all over his face. He's been beat up, battered and bruised. He still wants to fight.
Yeah, fighter wants to continue. I'm not sure he's going to be afforded that opportunity. The doctor not here to make friends. He has waved off the fight. An unfortunate end, but you had to call it there.
You could tell that it was bad. You could tell with the way that he was reacting that that cut really bothered him.
All right, that'll do it. We are going to show you some of the replays of what was a really exciting fight, and accumulation of damage ended up bringing an end to this one, DC.
It was a constant buildup of damage, John, over the course of the fight. At that point, all the targeting of the strike prompted the referee to say, hey, let me get the ringside position in here, take a look to see if this guy can continue to fight.
Clean up on aisle 9 as we get ready for the next fight, but congratulations to the winner. The official decision is inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Tony El Ferguson.
El El Cucuy Tony Ferguson. Congratulations go out to